I just developed a prototype for the AI interviewer with AI screening agent. It screens the candidate agent. So I'll walk you through the architecture in the end. But essentially, I have a simple page where there's job listings. So I have three jobs. It's just got company name and the role, the title, and then you got the industry description of the job and so on. Then some skills and so on. Similarly, this is for Node.js, and this DataWorks is for Python, you see Python, and then there is a chemical engineer, which is got chemical engineering stuff. So, and also I got three different resumes. Um, it's me, Ramesh Node. So I'm going to test myself whether I qualify. So this is the text file, and then I got a PDF file with John, who's a chemical engineer. Just note that there's no email ID here, so mostly it'll reject the screening, even though it matches the criteria. So, but this is a PDF file, and then there is a Brian, who's a Python developer, and he's got Python skills and number of years, and it's got the email and the name and so on. So this is a docx. So I'm going to show you three different varieties of how this works. So let's start with um, screening for the full stack node developer. So I'm just going to upload my resume, and then just start screening. So it says the screening results success. It gives the internal screening ID. It extracts my name through using the LLM. The LLM extracts my email. I'm not putting any special extraction for that, and it gives a note. The candidate has 4 years of experience, which falls the criteria. Also has Node and React. So I'll show you the criteria. His experience in building REST APIs, it gives it gives more than what we actually asked. But yeah. So now let's go back to um, the Python developer. So I'm going to upload. So I think it's going to be a docx. So it's not match. Does not name, email, or experience. Does not mention Django school. So I'm just going to put the Django as well. And okay, I'm going to save it. So I'm going to go back and see if it says it matches now. So um, so it does mention Python and Django skills. Let me say like email. So it says it needs to include experience and skills for accurate screening. I think we have to control that. Okay, let's try the last, the chemical engineer guy. It's a PDF file. Out, it'll say it's timeout. Um, so timed out. Let's try again. So this says it's matched. It's because it's a fresher, and it says chemical engineering skill. So essentially, so there are three different ways, three different documents, and multiple results are possible: matched, not matched, timed out, or matched or not matched because it's not matched or matched because there's insufficient data in the resume. I'll quickly look at the criteria. So essentially there are so there are three projects. One is the agent itself, for which I've used Google Vertex AI, and then there is the microservice which does the job listing and the screening, which basically puts the message on a PubSub queue, and the AI agent picks it up from there, processes it, and puts back another PubSub queue, and again this microservice gets the message, and the UI, of course, is a simple Angular application. The key thing is the model here, the screening. If you see. Um, um, Sorry, the agent, agent. So if you see the um, so job listing. So if you see there's a dummy job listing I've done. There's no database here. So for each job listing, I've created something called job criteria, which is essentially um, um, a list of rules, and each rule is a key value pair pointing to a field in the job listing. So I can so for this Node.js, I'm saying like minimum experience is to be greater than two, maximum experience greater than less than eight, and must have skills in Node and React. And similarly for other things, I have a different kind of here. I don't have any min experience, max experience, this fresher. For example, let me try to change my resume. So I'm going to modify the resume. Going to remove React uh, from the resume. So I'm going to say remove input Angular. So now there is no React experience, and my job criteria clearly says I need to have React. Okay, I need to have Node and React. So I have Node, but I don't have React. So let's see if this um, fails to, if it blocks me. So while React is not experienced, they have experienced other frameworks like Angular. So now let me remove all my experience and say um, just remove developer. Try to not have any Node.js. Now let's see. So it says not matched. The candidate meets the minimum required experience required as node skills, however, does not mention React. I've given you different scenarios of three different formats, three different job requirements, and different criteria, and I changed the document resume, and also showed the results are reversed. So now let's just quickly look at the architecture diagram. Um, Okay. There's only a screening agent. So I have one screening agent which is developed in Google Vertex AI. It's not a Google Vertex AI agent as such. It's just a simple agent uh, doing one task of screening, and the agent itself is running in a ASP.NET, Windows console application. Inside that, I connect to Google Vertex AI and I set up all the subscription and all that stuff, and it sends prompts to the LLM. This is Gemini, and the microservice which receives the request to screen a resume. First, it extracts all the file is uploaded and all the text and stuff is extracted, and then it's put all the text and the resume, the screening ID and all that into a queue. Again, it's a Google PubSub queue. Once the message goes to the queue, this guy picks it up. The agent is listening on the queue. He's read messages of the queue, and then he sends to the LLM, and LLM sends a response structure. It says candidate name, email, screening, and then result, and some free form text. So, and then it puts back on the result queue, the resume screen result queue, and then this UI continuously every minute, every second it polls the backend for the result, which is reading off the queue, and if the result is available, it displays that. I'll explain this in the meeting. Yeah. So essentially, I've not used any AI agent framework or agentic framework. It's a bare bone AI agent doing one single task. But I think I'm listening to a pub sub queue for input and output. I think this forms the basis for the next step where you want to have a AI agentic software framework and an agent doing multiple tasks, and the other things can come later, like having a memory of conversations and building a knowledge graph and building a workflow of agents, agentics A, agentics, or a graph of agentics, and so on. I think the first step to just a POC to show that there is asynchronous processes involved, the microservice, the web, and the agent. They're all asynchronous, and they communicate with queue and HTTP, and the agent does the bulk of work through a prompt, creating a prompt and sending it to another. Thank you.